This is the classic controller, along with the Wiimote, and what I am presenting to you today, not the classic controller, or neither the Wiimote, but the grip on it. Kind of like those old-fashioned vacuum cleaners, where you have to wind up the cable. You basically do that around the Wiimote on this little attachment you slide your Wiimote into. Plug your Wiimote, your classic controller into the Wiimote, like you would the nunchuck. Wrist strap is optional, but I don't think any classic games or button mashers would require you to throw the remote around. But if you have any intense friends that like hate to be beaten in Street Fighters, keep the strap. I advise you. Well, let's see how it plays. Let's move back a little bit. There we go. You can play 64 games or Super Nintendo games with a grip. You'd feel more comfortable and more secure. The classic controller has been voted as the most uncomfortable controller this year because of the way it just feels. But the grips actually make it feel a lot better. You don't feel trapped, basically. Since it doesn't have the exact full like shape of the SNES controller. It tends to feel very different and very odd. But by adding the grips, it'll feel like you're playing with a PC controller, which most of you downloaders might have at home. You don't have to wind this thing up if the Wiimote starts to bug you. Basically, all I gotta do is just unwind it and leave the Wiimote out of that cradle, and just basically play like you would normally, but with the grips on. Some of you may not notice, but you can use the classic controller on the Wii menu. But be careful not to get too close to the sensor bar or it'll bug out. Well, this has been my presentation on the classic controller grips. I recommend you pick them up because it's worth it. You won't feel very odd when you're playing your favorite NES, SNES, N64, and other console games like Sega and TurboGrafx or whatever comes out in the future. This is me signing out.